Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to our customers, industry peers, and partners around the world. My name is Andrew Kelleher. I lead marketing at Aforza, and I'm absolutely delighted to be joining you today for our Snapshots to Success webinar. Now, in this webinar, we're going to be talking about photo automation and how, from a consumer products perspective, you can go from that one snap of a photo, to true business impact. I'm delighted to be joined by Callum Fitzpatrick, who leads our product marketing here at Aforza, and he's going to be taking you through 5 tangible examples of snapshots of success and working with our customers where he's seen the best examples of going from that one snap to true business impact. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. So let's kick things off with the agenda. I'm going to spend a couple of minutes introducing Aforza for anybody new to the call. We're then going to talk a bit about the industry challenges in this whole area of photo automation and really what it means to your top and bottom line. We're then going to get into the launch that we had last week of the Aforza Studio marketplace and really how this marketplace essentially powers all of the snapshots of success that we're going to be seeing today. We're then going to hand over to Callum and get into the showcases themselves, and we've got 5 really exciting showcases to take you through. We're then going to talk a bit about the reasons to believe, the customer success that we've had in this space, and talk about some next steps that you can use to get started today. So let me go ahead and briefly introduce Aforza to anybody new on the call. The first thing to say is that Aforza is entirely dedicated to the consumer products industry. It's all we do. Our people, our products, and our services are all focused on the industry. It's what we live and breathe every day. Now, from a solution perspective, we really connect planning to field execution, and we do that through a suite of cloud and mobile-based apps that you can see on the screen right now that allow you to go from planning, visiting, taking photos in the field, selling and promoting your brand. So that entire connected route to market. We're built on the shoulders of cloud computing giants with Salesforce and Google, and our mobile apps run offline and natively on Apple iOS and Android. When it comes to connecting the value chain, we really think about all of the personas that we need to drive across that value chain, from the manufacturers to distributors to delivery drivers and logistics, right the way through to the retailer. And if any of you have checked out our new website recently, you will see that the whole persona-based approach to everything we do is really prominent there. And whether you're looking at this from a trade planner perspective or from a field user perspective, we know the challenges you're up against and how to solve them, and how the Aforza solution empowers those roles. We are absolutely proud to be trusted by global leaders, and as you can see on this slide right now, companies like AG Bar in the soft drink space, Suntory and Edrington in the premium spirits, global leaders like Heineken and Molson Coors in the beer category, and then food multinationals like Glico, distributors like Transmed. We really are proud to be trusted by so many companies around the world. But on this slide, you see one section marked in that loud pink today, and that really is photo, because photo automation is something that we're going to be talking about today, and we feel really has become that stitching glue between all of the different areas of the value chain. Now that I've introduced Aforza, I just want to double down on a couple of the recent headlines that I think are important to the context of this webinar. The first is that in the first half of this year, Aforza has been selected as the global standard at 4 multi-billion-dollar multinational companies. So the solutions that we're going to talk about, the scalability that we're going to be talking about today, really does suit the enterprise tier of customers. Nothing we talk about here can't scale or can't be used around the world. We've transacted billions of dollars on our platform. So again, really play into that scalability and that global coverage. But then what really ties to today's webinar is that just last week on Thursday at Salesforce World Tour in London, we launched the industry's first photo automation marketplace dedicated to the consumer goods sector. And with this, we partnered with leading AI vendors, image recognition vendors, CRM, geo-mapping, collaboration vendors, and we pulled them all together into one marketplace because we know at Aforza to go from one snap to true business impact, you need to combine these leading technologies, leverage what they're good at, pull the insights from them, but then automate the next steps through powerful workflows. And that's really what we do with our photo automation platform and what you're going to be seeing in action today. So before we get into talking about the solution today, let's just really double down on the business challenges that we're up against. We know in the consumer products industry that with large field teams and lots of investment in the front office, that efficiency, effectiveness, and compliance has a real impact on your top and bottom line. So by efficiency, we're talking about the time it takes for you to execute and the cost of that in the field. And we know that, industry averages today, a sales rep can often spend less than 30% of their time actually selling. And so what we want to make sure we do is we reduce that time so that they can spend more time selling and less time on admin and systems activities. And that's really important, and it's something that we can really solve with photo automation. Then it comes to effectiveness. So how do you maximize the ROI of your trade investments in the field, across your accounts, across your trade spend, across your promotions? And we all know the age-old statistic from McKinsey that 70% of trade promotion spend is actually ineffective. And again, we can do something about that with photo automation. And the third point is compliance. The risk of fraud, of legal issues, of breaches and fines, really plays across the entire front office. And a recent stat from LexisNexis said that for every $1 of fraud, it costs a business about $5 to resolve. So across efficiency, effectiveness, and compliance, these are real business challenges that we can solve with photo automation. Now at Aforza, we believe the reason for these challenges is because key signals are being missed in the business. And when I say key signals, there is no lack of photo evidence of what's going on across the retail stores. And photos can be very efficient from a time perspective if the insights in them are leveraged well. But the trouble is that nothing is happening with them. There's just this disconnected mess of messaging apps, survey tools, and spreadsheets. And these photographs are literally buried in digital dustbins. We talked to a number of companies where whole field teams are rallied around WhatsApp groups where photos are being shared of lack of compliance in promotions or product availability issues. But who cares about a photo if nothing is done about it? It just gets buried in that digital dustbin. It gets marked on an endless spreadsheet and nothing happens. This has to change, and this is where Aforza Studio and the Aforza Studio marketplace makes a difference. You see, it's all about that one snap to business impact. How do we take a photo? How do we extract the useful information from it? And then how do we do something about it? It doesn't stop in a WhatsApp group. It doesn't stop in a Teams message. It doesn't stop in a digital dustbin. We do something with that insight. And that's really what one snap to impact is all about. So in the showcases that Callum's about to show you, we're going to show you 5 examples of how you can take a single photo and go to true business impact. We're going to go for an example of a handwritten order on a notepad going to a digital order. We're going to go for an example of a sales rep recording some voice commentary. So not just photos, other media types as well. This is multimodal. We're going to go from a non-compliant gantry photo to a merchandising visit. We're going to go from a premium spirits lot number. So think about fraud and distribution of products where they shouldn't be, to preventing global fraud. And then we're going to go from a retailer, so from a self-service perspective, taking a compliance photo and a self-service discount being given as an incentive from that. So again, real one snap to true business impact. Now, we don't just do this on our own at Aforza. And quite excitingly, last Thursday at Salesforce World Tour in London, we launched the industry's first photo automation marketplace with Aforza Studio. So the Aforza Studio marketplace. And here we have a collection of different vendors and partners from the ecosystem in the areas of image recognition, artificial intelligence, collaboration, CRM, and geomapping. We've pulled these partners together who are all very good from a technology perspective at doing different things like image recognition for certain categories, or artificial intelligence and generative AI to understand different types of documents. But what we needed to do was bring this all together into one marketplace so that we can really automate taking of a photo, extracting the insights from it, and then doing something with those insights. And there's a fantastic quote here from Dave Jacobs, the director of sales IT from Suntory Beverages, where he's saying that this really is an industry first. There's always been these image recognition vendors in the market. There's always been AI players. There's always been collaboration and CRM tools. But it's really that ability to bring them all together and to drive a business workflow from them that is going to give the competitive advantage and really address the pain points that we just discussed. So this is hugely exciting for us. There's been an overwhelming amount of feedback from this in the market, and we're really excited. We're just getting started, and really we can't wait to show you the snapshots of success that have been driven through this marketplace today. Now, why should you care? The business impact of photo automation is real, and Aforza of customers have seen that through it, they have more time to focus on selling. So back to those pain points of efficiency, effectiveness, and compliance, Aforza customers are driving real business impact through the use of our photo automation. From an efficiency perspective, some of our customers have seen 30 to 40% reduction in the time it takes to complete field audits using those photo automation techniques for compliance audits. From an effectiveness perspective, when we extract insights from photos, including out of stock competitive threats, up and cross-sell opportunities, we're able to see with some of our customers that we've actually increased the average basket size of orders by over 2.5 times. So that's really impressive there. And then, of course, from a compliance perspective, we've actually seen with some of our customers a 90% reduction in false promotional claims because of watermarked proof of compliance. Now, when you bring all of these things together, what you'll see is that we're driving true business impact through photo automation. And with that, it's enough talking for me. I'm going to hand over to Callum now, and he's going to take you through 5 snapshots of success that we've seen working with our customers around the world and really photo automation in action. So with that, over to you, Callum, and I can't wait to see these demos in action.
Thank you, Andrew, and thank you everyone for joining us today in this Snapshots of Success webinar. Now, I'm going to show you 5 incredibly powerful demonstrations of photo automation and how we help drive your field teams to become faster and more effective using Aforza Studio. Now let's jump straight into these demos. So the first one, we're going to be following James. Now, in this scenario, James is going to be writing down an order, taking a photo of it, and we'll see how photo automation automatically can generate an order for that particular account for those products, and how using Aforza, James can then edit these quantities, apply discounts and promotions so the customer is getting the best offer. And what the customer did was just call up James and get that order directly placed with him whilst he was out in the field. And the inspiration behind this actually comes from a rep run that I did with one of our customers, where we saw in a lunch stop this particular field rep using Aforza get a phone call from multiple of his customers, and he was writing down these orders on napkins. And we thought, if you can take an image of that and automatically generate that order for that particular account, the time saved and the efficiency gained from that kind of process would be incredible. So I'm very excited to show this to you today. Let's jump straight into it. So in this scenario, James has written down that order that he received whilst he was on the road or whilst he was out visiting customers. He's taken a picture of it, and it's automatically been uploaded into Aforza Studio. So here, when he clicks into this image, he can see some details about when it was created, the customer it was created for, and in the attributes we can see, the type of device that it was captured with, because he took a photo of that order. And we can also see the geolocation of where he captured that. Now, if I click onto the Aforza AI Assistant, here is where I can interact with Aforza AI in regards to this specific image that we can see in Aforza Studio. Now, it also works for, for PDFs, for contracts, for videos, for audio files. In this case, it's an image, and we're going to ask to please create a new order for the Easy Drinks shop. And in seconds, Aforza AI has come back and created a brand new order for 26 of the berry fruits, 1 Chalk Springs gondola, 15 of the hint of limes, and 3 of these French espressos. Now, if we go back to the details of this particular image, we can see tags have been automatically applied for the Easy Drinks shop, which is the customer in question. You can see in the top left of the image where that was written out. and also the new order has been created, so that I can identify that in Aforza there is a brand new order that I can go and review, and perhaps even add some specific discounts to keep my customer very happy. So actually, if we jump into Aforza Consumer Goods Cloud, here I can see that entire order, and also how Aforza's powerful pricing and promotion engines have automatically applied specific discounts for this customer. So I can quickly go in here. I can see the prices that have been applied. I can see perhaps some taxation that's been added for sugary drinks. I can add my discounts, and I can even see here that the French espresso actually has promotions running against it due to that little purple blue tag there. And when I click on here, I'm automatically guided to execute this new promotion for this customer and make sure that it sits within the guardrails. So I need to select 10 because we're protecting our margin here. So I increase the Italian dark coffee to increase that quantity up to 10 as part of that promotion. And once I add that to my cart, it'll automatically remove that product that was in the cart as a normal product because it now exists within that promotion. So just like that, I've taken an image, I've interacted with a Aforza AI assistant to automatically create that order, and then I can easily add and change some of the pricing and products if I need to. Now, what we saw here was incredibly innovative and powerful for a field user, but we interacted manually. Now, these prompts that I put in there to create a new order, they can happen automatically without any input from James or from anyone else in your team, so that an order could be automatically created from an image. Now, I can see there's lots of questions coming in already. We're going to get to those. We're going to get to those at the end. For the next scenario that we're seeing, we're actually just going to be following me because I'm going to do this from my mobile device. And in this case, we are visiting one of our customers, this Ace Drinks shop. It's a convenience store, a mum and pup store. And what I can do here is, as I enter this store, I can record with my voice that when I'm looking around in this particular store, we can see that there's some competitors present. We can see that we're going to need a promotion to help protect our market share in this outlet. So I record a voice note, I submit that to Aforza Studio, and AI will automatically analyze everything in the voice, convert it to text, and take my recommendations and actions and assign a new promotion for this customer so that we can protect our market share. Now, all I do as a field rep is record with my voice. So let's jump straight into this demonstration. So I'm on my mobile device, and if I record a memo to say, I've arrived at Ace Drinks, and I can see that there's some competitors who are running a very aggressive promotion and potentially going to steal our market share. To protect our market share in this customer, we need new promotional merchandise to make sure that we are ever present and visible to the end consumer. Please add a new promotion to this account for the next order generated. Now, I share this with Aforza Studio, and Aforza Studio does two things. The first is using a workflow. Aforza Studio has identified that it is an audio file, and it was uploaded from a specific device, and specific keywords have been identified: competitor threat, new promotion. Aforza Studio has automatically added an attribute to the account to say that there is a competitor threat there. So when I come into Aforza Consumer Goods Cloud, I come onto the promotional calendar for this particular account, the Ace Drinks. When I refresh this, we can see that there is a brand new promotion available for this customer to order. And we can see it's running all year because it's a tactical promotion that we can use to protect our market share, perhaps protecting shelf space. And I can see the specific tactics that are involved for this promotion. So what have you just seen in this example? You've seen me, a field rep, going into my store, Ace Drinks, and simply recording on my phone what I'm seeing in the store and what I'd like to happen. Now, once that audio file is sent into Aforza Studio, we've got powerful automation and workflows which are creating and sending a message to Aforza to say, we need a new promotion for this account, and we need you to tag that there is a competitor threat. And all I had to do was talk to my mobile device. Now, let's jump into the next showcase where we're in Mary's shoes, and she is a merchandiser visiting one of her key accounts. Now, when she arrives, all she needs to do is take an image of a gantry where her products are displayed, and Aforza Studio will automatically analyze the products that are in the image and detect if it is compliant or not. Now, from here, it automatically assigns a brand new visit because the image has been assessed as not compliant. Now, this is one of my favorite showcases because it leverages two fantastic areas of Aforza Studio. And the first is the Studio Marketplace. So in this example, we're using Neuralabs, one of our image recognition partners, to detect the products that are on the shelf. We're also using the Aforza AI Assistant to analyze why that image is not compliant. And when you pull these together with Aforza Studio's powerful workflows, you can get actual business action and results from a single photo. So in this case, we've got a brand new visit that's automatically scheduled for Mary tomorrow morning. So let's jump straight into it. So Mary's using Aforza Field on her mobile, and immediately she captures an image of a non-compliant gantry. Once she's captured this photo, it is moved into Aforza Studio where two things happen. The first is, as you can see here, it's been tagged as competitors detected as well as non-compliant, not compliant. Now, when we come onto the attributes here, we can see exactly where she took the image, what device she was using, and more importantly, we can see all of the products that were detected. And this is Neuralabs detecting the SKUs in this specific image. And we can see here when we hover over, it's highlighted all of these products, and we can see our share of shelf as well. Now, Aforza AI Assistant has automatically generated a result based on the non-compliance of this image, and it's explained it to us here. So an automatic prompt has been asked for Aforza AI Assistant and generated a next action. So we can see here that the photo captured today has been marked as not compliant. And we can see that this is because there is a clause in the promotion contract with the Fresh Start group, which this shop operates under, to always place our products on the top two shelves in any drinks display. Now, we can see that our products have been detected on the middle shelves, and it shows that it's not in agreement with the contract clauses. So, what's actually happened? A new visit has been automatically scheduled for Mary to ensure that the products are positioned in the correct location. And then, of course, I can ask more questions. I can even ask things like, which companies own all of the brands of the products in this image? And Aforza AI will analyze this image and give these kind of results back. But if I come into Aforza Consumer Goods Cloud, here I can see that brand new visit scheduled for tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., bright and early for Mary. And we've got three specific tasks that we need to complete. And the first is that contract compliance check. Let's make sure that these products are now in the optimum position as per our agreement with the Fresh Start group. So what have you just seen? You've seen Mary, a merchandiser, walk into a store and take an image. As simple as that. What's happened in the background? Firstly, Aforza Studio has triggered a workflow which analyzes all of the products within that image using our partner Neuralabs, Aforza Studio Marketplace, as well as the Aforza AI Assistant, also analyzing that image, taking the results of the products that were detected, as well as the contract we have with that specific store, and determining if it is compliant and not compliant. Now, in this case, it was not compliant. So it's automatically scheduled a brand new visit for Mary to go there tomorrow morning and make sure that it is still compliant if she makes any changes there in the store today to ensure that her products are on the top two shelves as part of their contract agreement with the Fresh Start group. So really, from a single image, helping drive efficiency, effectiveness, and compliance. And all Mary had to do was snap that perfect picture. I hope you can see why that was one of my favorite showcases today. Now, in the name of compliance, we're now going to be following Lucy, a premium spirits manufacturer field rep who's visiting one of her key customers, a hotel in Singapore. Now, upon arrival, she captures an image of one of the extremely premium bottles on their high-end bar, which detects the lot code. Now, once this image is passed into Aforza Studio, we're going to see a few things happen. The first is Studio Vision automatically categorizes exactly where this bottle should be from. Because it's determined the lot code, which is saved at a central secure location, Aforza Studio gives Lucy an immediate feedback on if this is not compliant or if this bottle should be there and is allocated for this particular customer. Now, in this case, it's not going to be compliant. That bottle should not be there. So what Studio does is, firstly, it tags that image as not compliant and potential fraud detected. And it also sends a notification to the commercial excellence and compliance team within her company via Teams for them to assess and review exactly where this image has been captured by Lucy in the field in Singapore and how that bottle ended up getting there, because there is clearly a weak link in the supply chain they will need to investigate. So let's jump into it. So Lucy is on her mobile using Aforza Field. She's arriving on location at her key hotel account, and she really easily just captures an image of the bottle and uploads this into Aforza Studio. Now, when we come into Aforza Studio on the mobile, she can see a few things attached to the specific image. So she can see the location of where her account is, which clearly here is in Singapore. She can see the account name and any other information that needs to be captured here. This has been passed through Studio Vision, which has detected every single character you can see in this image. And it's actually looking for specific phrases that are set up at HQ from a secure location to identify these specific lot codes. So in this case, we can see in the Studio Vision groups that we have had a match for the UK. Now, Lucy's uploading this image from Singapore, so this should not be happening. And we've automatically tagged this image as not compliant and that there is potential fraud. So we can see that Aforza Studio has looked for that phrase, that alphanumerical character there, and determined that this is not compliant. So what's happened next? Now Lucy's compliance team on Microsoft Teams has got a notification saying that this is not compliant. But this is an example of Studio Marketplace at play here. We can connect Studio to any enterprise or commercial messaging platform like Microsoft Teams, Slack, WhatsApp, whatever our customers need, to alert them when specific images are uploaded, when specific assets are tagged or uploaded, or even when fraudulent images are detected in the field. Now, Lucy gets this feedback immediately, so she can be discreet while she's on location if need be. She can easily see that this bottle is not where it should be, is not compliant for whatever reason, and can help her company prevent global fraud and potentially getting into serious legal trouble by identifying that these products are in the wrong places. So what have you just seen? You've seen Lucy, a premium spirits manufacturer field rep, visit her key account and simply capture an image. Now, from that image, she has gained all sorts of insights telling her that this is potentially a fraudulent product, not compliant because this should not be here, and it's showed her where this bottle is supposed to be. Our commercial excellence team has also received a notification with all of the details that are captured automatically when she uploaded that image, like the location, the account, the time of day, and the lot code detected, and all she had to do was take an image. Now, I'm sure everyone on the call will have different scenarios for compliance, such as promoting products in specific locations, making sure certain products are not in certain countries or areas. Whatever your examples are, whatever your use cases are, we'd love to show them back to you. So please do get in touch after the webinar, because Studio Vision and the scenario that you just saw Lucy do is highly flexible to your needs. Those codes that we were looking at are simply inputted and uploaded, and then Studio Vision is analyzing it on the specific images that it needs to as part of the workflow to detect those phrases and ultimately alert that commercial excellence team. It's highly flexible to your scenarios as well. Now, this final scenario, we're almost there, is slightly different in that instead of a field rep visiting a store, capturing an image and using photo automation and AI to get those perfect next steps or business results, we're looking at a retailer who's in their own store and using a B2B portal will capture an image of some compliant displays that are in her store, which unlocks some special discounts for her next time she places an order. So we're following Alicia. Now, she's a store owner, and in her particular outlet, she logs in on her tablet and she captures an image of a display that is fully compliant as agreed with the Good Drinks Company. Now, once she uploads that image, in the background, Aforza Studio and AI analyze it and unlock special discounts because they're compliant and because they're presented in the perfect way. So then Alicia can really easily navigate to the order page where she's unlocked special discounts on a selection of products. She captures a new order when it suits her and goes about her day. So let's jump straight into it. I'm now logged in as Alicia, and on this homepage, I can see there's a welcome message that I can unlock special discounts when I upload images of the Good Drinks products in my store. So as Alicia, I share a photo. I quickly take a picture of this gantry that's showing all of their products in. And that image now exists within Aforza Studio. So what Alicia doesn't see is the photo automation happening in the background to analyze this photo that she's just uploaded. So Aforza Studio can see, because Alicia uploaded it, it's tagged to her specific account. It can identify exactly how the products are laid out on the shelf. And with an automatic prompt, will now unlock special discounts in Alicia's B2B portal so she can place a new order. So when she comes back to the home page, we can see that she's got a new message saying that new discounts are unlocked. Because she uploaded a photo of the perfect shelf display for our drinks, we have rewarded you with special discounts when you next order. So Alicia reads this and she starts a new order really, really easily. Now, in the order page, she can see all of these different products and actually how these discounts have been applied at an individual product level, so she can really easily add them to the cart. So she navigates through, she adds the specific quantities, and she even adds the right unit of measure for this Duke Premium Blend so she can display them again in a few days. She really easily navigates to the checkout page where she can see all of her product discounts and also an order level discount. Because she's now a VIP, she gets 20% off her order, and just like that, she checks out. Back at the home page, she can really easily navigate to that order, track the status, and see where it is in the shipping cycle so she can see when she's going to get her products. Now, let's jump out of Alicia's view and see exactly what's happened in the background for her to get those special discounts from just uploading an image. Now, here in Aforza Studio, I can see the image that Alicia uploaded, and if we navigate to the AI assistant, we can see that a prompt has automatically been assigned because she uploaded that image. Now, in this case, Aforza AI Assistant has analyzed this image and assessed that it is compliant and can therefore get special discounts for Alicia. Now, if it wasn't compliant, if it wasn't perfectly displayed, then there wouldn't be no discounts available for her. So that's an example of photo automation with Aforza Studio's powerful workflows, assessing and analyzing the image using the Aforza AI Assistant, and based on the outcome, creating these two options and navigating her towards a perfect order with the discounts that have been unlocked for her. So what have you just seen? You've seen Alicia in her store upload an image of the Good Drinks products, and that has automatically unlocked special product level and order level discounts for her when she completes a new order in her B2B portal. So all she did was capture an image and she unlocked special discounts. Now in the background, what we saw was Aforza Studio intelligently analyzing this image and unlocking those discounts because it has been assessed as compliant and perfectly presented. A really powerful use case to drive efficiency and effectiveness of your discounts, of your promotions, as well as ensuring compliance through your retailers, getting that full eye on all of your distribution points for your products. So Thank you for following along with those 5 showcases on how photo automation and AI can drive massive business gains across efficiency, effectiveness, and ensuring compliance in your stores and in your distribution points. Andrew, I'm handing it back over to you now, and thank you everyone for watching these demos.
Wow, Callum, thank you for sharing those awesome innovations and showcases there. I think everybody on the call will agree that that was really fantastic examples of one snap to impact. And the thing I love most about this is that we haven't just made these up. These are real examples from the field that we're working with some of our early adopter customers on. What did you just see there? You saw an example of a handwritten note go into a digital order, so one snap to business impact. You saw an example of a sales rep's voice commentary go into a new category promotion. You saw an example of a non-compliant gantry photo resulting in a merchandising visit. On the fraud side, you saw the example of a premium spirit lot number from a bottle triggering the prevention of some global fraud. And then from a retailer compliance photo from the B2B and self-service side, you saw an example of a self-service incentive being given through the B2B portal. 5 examples of real business impact, snapshots of success that drive real business impact with our customers. So Callum, thank you very much for taking everybody through that. Now, as we wrap, let me just leave you with 2 things: reasons to believe and some next steps. When I think back to the launch of the Aforza Studio Marketplace last Thursday, we've had an overwhelming amount of interest from customers and prospects, but also other partners in the ecosystem who want to be involved in the marketplace. This is a rocket ship that's really happening, and we invite you all to be part of it. But when you look at the reasons to believe in Aforza, let me just make it clear that Aforza has been deployed across 4 continents and over 40 countries at many of the leading brands that you see on the slide right now. We are working with leaders in food and beverage, consumer healthcare, manufacturers and distributors. We have global scale, and we can scale everything that we've shown you today across the world. So we invite you to go to the Aforza Studio Marketplace, and really let's move from the demonstrations that Callum showed you today to how we can put them into the context of your business. How can we take those use cases and make them work for you? There are 5 great examples, but there's many more there. So go to the Aforza Studio Marketplace, take a look at the solutions that are available, and then please use the links available to reach out to us, schedule some time, and we can make this specific to you and show you how you can enable those snapshots of success for your business. So with that, I think we've got a little bit of time now. I'm going to open up to questions and answers. So with that, Callum, are you there to take some questions with me now?